like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop. Until you get your mouth on LGBT. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, man. Y'all press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. Y'all know how we do. We come with that back-to-back info, man. If it's there, I'm on it. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all getting this info from me off the top, man. So salute to everybody that's tapped in. Y'all can hear me. Press 1 in the comments. Got a mic check. Y'all can hear me? All right, bet that, man. Salute to everybody that's been supporting the channel, too. If y'all want to support the channel, Cash App, PayPal link pinned at the top. Just if you want to show love for all the work we putting in. Y'all already know how I do, man. Well, the reason why I'm running this report right here is because I definitely know that there's some real to it. Because this reporter, I know that she's leans pro Diddy, and so if she's saying this based off of the reports that came out today in the courthouse, and she's always in the courthouse, I know it has legitimacy to it. Because again, she leans pro Diddy, and her name is Megan Cuniff. She's a reporter, and she is reporting today. She's in and out of these courthouses. She is reporting today that, excuse me, sir, you said first I said 10 to 20 years. Excuse me, sir, did you not hear what I said to you? I said Diddy is facing from 0 to 10 years on each charge. The judge can stack them and give him up to 20. It's on the discretion of the judge, brother. What the hell is wrong with you, man? Diddy has been hit with 2 counts of transportation and prostitution. You damn fool. The counts go from 0 to 10 years for each count. The judge can run them consecutive or concurrent, meaning he can run them back to back or he can run them together. If he gives them 10 and runs them back to back, it's 20. It's all on the discretion of the judge. Each side comes out and gives a pre-sentencing report. There are a number of factors that goes into this report. Diddy's interviewed. Family members are interviewed. The government's interviewed. Witnesses are interviewed. A lot of people are interviewed. Then what they do is they go off a point system. Then the judge takes the point system and the judge says, okay, this is what I think. Based off of what Diddy's team says, the government says, the witnesses say, and everything else. Shut the hell up, man. And stop sniffing around my goddamn channel if you just gonna come in here talking shit, nigga. The hell you come around here for, dog? Show ass from keeping around here, man. What the hell wrong with you, bro? Play that shit, man. You a fucking clown, bro. Period. If you listen to what I said, you damn fool, you'd have heard what I said. I said what the truth was. The man is facing 0 to 10 years on each count. It's all on the discretion of the judge. Federal judges have their own discretion. You idiot. Listen to the videos and you'll actually hear what I said. I said the judge can do whatever he want to do. He can give Diddy 2 5-year sentences and run them both together and Diddy serve 5 years. The judge can give him 2 10-year sentences, put them together and give him 10 years. Or he can stack them up, give him 20. It's all on the discretion of the federal judges. The federal judges have immense power. These dudes are idiots and don't listen. The lady who's reporting this, she's in the courthouse all the time. She leans Diddy's side. So she don't have no reason to be going against Diddy. She's just reporting what she knows. Her name is Megan Cunningham. Everybody knows. So she's reporting tonight that the feds have indicated now that they want at least 6 to 8 years in prison for Diddy as the judge finalized Diddy's sentencing date. Now, prosecutors appear ready for a novel argument under recent federal guidelines amendment that prohibits acquitted conduct from being considered as sentencing. Let me read that again. The prosecutors, that means the people who were going against Diddy, appear ready for a novel argument under a recent federal guidelines amendment that prohibits acquitted conduct from being considered as sentencing. You know what that means? That means they're ready to argue against the fact that even though Diddy was acquitted of sex trafficking and RICO, they're willing to argue that, hey man, this dude is still dangerous. Let me read the article for y'all, because I put out some good parts of the article, and I will put a link to the article in the comment section so these clowns don't come running around me telling me what I'm talking about. Right? So now let's get to it. The article says Sean Diddy Combs will be sentenced on October the 3rd, which I told y'all today. They didn't change the date. Diddy's lawyers were first pushing to get the date expedited. Now all of a sudden, they're like, all right, cool, we cool with the date. Right? Sean Diddy Combs will be sentenced, and again, this is a woman who leans to Diddy. She reports and leans towards Diddy's side. So her reporting this lets y'all know what type time this thing is going to be on. Sean Diddy Combs will be sentenced, and let me tell y'all this, even today in court, let me say this before I get started with this. The judge who's sentencing Diddy, he sentenced another man today in court who had a gun charge. His sentencing guidelines were like around 5 years, 5 and some years, like 5 to 5 something years. He gave a man damn near 6 years in prison today. Look it up. It's online. Judge Summeranian did that online today. It's online. All you gotta do is go over there to Inner City Press. They have it right there online. So the judge, even though the sentencing by the prosecution was considered to be around 5, he went to like almost 5.8 years. Right? In prison, because he went by the months. Look it up. It's right there on Inner City Press today. Knock yourself out. So now let's get to this. Sean Diddy Combs will be sentenced on October the 3rd after his lawyers on Tuesday abandoned their request to expedite the hearing. The 55-year-old rapper will remain in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn because U.S. Judge Arn Subramanian rejected his bail request last week. Combs' lawyers requested a September the 22nd sentencing in a joint letter with prosecutors filed early Tuesday. But they filed another letter in the morning that requested the original October the 3rd date. Prosecutors and the U.S. Probation Office, which will evaluate Combs and make its own sentencing recommendation, didn't object. Let me repeat that line again. Prosecutors and the U.S. Probation Office, which will evaluate Diddy and make its own sentencing recommendation, did not object. Judge Subramanian authorized the schedule following a short phone hearing in which his deputy clerk said he'd respond to the scheduling request in writing. Combs faces up to 10 years in prison for each of his 2 convictions for interstate transportation for the purpose of prostitution. But prosecutors say their preliminary, let me put this on the screen, because I know niggas gonna think I'm capping. I know niggas gonna think I'm capping. Let me put this on the screen for that damn fool I had to block. He's an idiot. Pure idiocy run around YouTube. Niggas don't listen. Let me read this again. Combs, and I'll put the link to the article in the comment section So all of y'all can go read it yourself. Combs faces up to 10 years in prison for each of his 2 convictions for interstate transportation for the purpose of prostitution. But prosecutors say that their preliminary calculation of his standard range under the U.S. Sentencing Commission guidelines is 51 to 63 months. His lawyers say it's 21 to 27 months. Prosecutors didn't, this is the second paragraph, prosecutors didn't include it in their 51 to 63 month calculation, but they plan to seek a 4-point enhancement in Combs' offense level, which is a key component of federal sentencing for offenses involving fraud or coercion. If Judge Submaranian agrees, that would increase Combs' standard range to 78 to 97 months in prison, which is 6 years and 6 months to slightly more than 8 years. Prosecutors also indicate they may seek other enhancements because they haven't had adequate time to carefully consider all potentially applicable guidelines provisions. You know what that means? That means on top of the 8.5 years, that means they looking for more ways to add more time onto this nigga. Read that paragraph again. That's why reading is fundamental. And this is a Diddy-leaning reporter, Megan Cuniff, who reported this tonight. And I'm gonna put the link up there for all y'all. Go read it yourself. If Judge Submaranian agrees, I'm on the last paragraph, everybody. Reading is fundamental, y'all. If Judge Submaranian agrees, that would increase Combs' standard range to 78 to 97 months in prison, which is 6 years and 6 months to slightly more than 8 years. Prosecutors, that means the people that went against Diddy, the feds, also indicated they may seek other enhancements, meaning giving this nigga more points, which gonna put more years on his docket, right? Prosecutors also indicated they may seek other enhancements because they haven't had adequate time to carefully consider all potentially applicable guideline provisions. That means they're looking at the whole law in any way to add more time onto this nigga standard range, right? The defense sentencing position is due on September the 19th. To the brother who said Diddy won, why is he still in prison then? Why is he still in jail then, nigga? Why is he still in jail? If Diddy won, why is he still in jail? Okay, shut your bitch ass up. You blocked. You niggas keep saying Diddy won, but he's still in jail right now. And they're trying to raise his timeline to around 10 years, it looks like. They're trying to find ways within the law to up his range even more. Read it. It's right there in the paperwork. The defense sentencing position is due September the 19th, and the prosecutors are to file their position on September the 26th. That means Diddy's lawyers are going to give their position on the 19th, and the prosecutors will give theirs on the 26th because Diddy was found guilty of those 2 charges. Prosecutors detailed their preliminary 51 to 63 month range in a filing last week that argued against Diddy's bail request. Let me put this last paragraph on the screen because I know these niggas can't read and I know they think I'm capping. But guess what? I was never capping, nigga. I was never capping. Let me put this on the screen for y'all. I told y'all, I thought they was gonna try and shoot for the 10 on this nigga. It looked like they trying to hit this nigga with a decade. Now let me put this on the screen for y'all. Put this on the screen for y'all. Right here. Let me put this on the screen. Cause these niggas think I'm capping. All right, let me put this last line on the screen for y'all. Here we go right here. Here we go right here. This is the part that y'all need to read. Right? Right here. Prosecutors detailed their preliminary 51 to 63 month range in a filing last week was just for Diddy's bail request. Read it again. That was just for the bail. Prosecutors detailed their preliminary 51 to 63 month range in a filing last week that argued against Combs' bail request. And they said it could increase because evidence related to the convictions, quote unquote, this is a quote, overlaps substantially with the evidence related to the sex trafficking counts. Now, what does that mean? Well, they have a point system. And that point system, they use that point system to increase your time. Meaning if you were violent or if you had multiple victims or all these other things, the feds, they have an entire point system. So what they're going to do is they're going to go down that point system and find any legal reason to increase Diddy's points. That way it will increase his standard time. Diddy's lawyers will try to argue against it, but it's all on the judge. Right now, as of today, Diddy's lawyers have signified that right now his standard is from 6 to over 8 years right now. This is without them even putting all the other enhancements they're going to put on it. Here's the reason why I believe Diddy's team asked for more time. Diddy's team asked for more time, I believe, so that they can try to find ways to try to decrease it. Because if they rush up to that date and they have not exercised all legal ways to try to figure out how they can decrease Diddy's limit, then the judge is going to go with the feds going to say if Diddy's lawyers come unprepared. So they need all the time they can get to prepare for the sentencing hearing. This is the reason why them people was all celebrating outside that courthouse, and they may hit Diddy with a decade in prison if they can find more reasons to add time, which is what they say they're doing. Let's read that line again, because I know people gonna think I'm capping, but I ain't never capping. I'm just bringing up the news. Combs faces up to 10 years in prison for each of his 2 convictions for interstate transportation for purpose of prostitution. But prosecutors say their preliminary calculation of his standard range under the U.S. Sentencing Commission guidelines is 51 to 63 months. Diddy's lawyers say it's 21 to 27. The prosecutors didn't include it in their 51. Let me read this again. Paragraph number 2, y'all. The prosecutors, that means the feds, did not include it in their 51 to 63 month calculation. But they said, this happened today. Today, y'all, they plan to seek a 4-point enhancement in Combs' offense level, right? Which is a key component of federal sentencing for offenses involving fraud or coercion. Now read this right. That's why I told y'all, this is all on the judge. It's however the judge feels. Remember, the judge seen all the evidence that made it to court and that didn't make it to court. He's seen shit we ain't even see, because only a little bit of it made it to court. Witnesses, all that stuff that we seen pre-trial, the judge held a lot of that stuff out. If Judge, last paragraph, y'all, read that now. If Judge Armed Submarinian agrees, that would increase Diddy's standard range to 78 to 97 months in prison, which is 6 years and 6 months to slightly more than 8 years. Now read this last little part right here. Prosecutors also indicated they may seek other enhancements because they haven't had adequate time to carefully consider all potentially applicable guideline provisions. So let's say they go and they try to add 4 more points. That could add 3 or 4 more years. So what the feds are going to do is they're going to go look at every way possible to jack Diddy's years up as high as they can, to jack his standard range up. They're going to look at every way possible. And here's the thing. If the judge agrees that that is applicable, because the judge can say, oh, yeah, you can use that. Boop, that's in. That means his standard range will increase. It all goes by points. And then in the end, what happens is Diddy's lawyers, they give their recommendation. The feds give what they say their recommendation is. The probation office, they do their interviews. They interview with witnesses, family members of Diddy, all these other people, right? It's a lot of stuff that's going to go down before his sentencing. That's why it's going to take so much time to get to his sentencing hearing. Then the judge will say whether or not he approves or disapproves the point increase that the prosecutors are pushing, determining whether or not it's admissible to this case. Meaning, just right now, off what they said today, if the judge was to agree with what they said today, his sentence could be from 6.5 years to over 8 years. Just today. But if they push for more points on Diddy, on his sentencing, that can push Diddy over a decade in prison. All you have to do is go look at the point system, right? I want y'all to think about this, right? It's a federal sentencing point system, right? It's a point system that's out, right? All right? It's a point system, okay? So what happens is the more points you get, the more years they would try to tack on, right? Are y'all listening to what I'm saying to y'all now? All right? So what are you talking about, Ticket? What do you mean, Ticket? Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about right now, all right? All right. So let me give y'all a perfect example, because I know everybody going to want to know, Ticket, what do you mean, man? What do you mean? I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm going to put this on the screen, because I got to make this easy for people who don't have no brains, because a lot of people don't. They just run around here, and they don't listen to what you say. They just say anything they want to say, which that's not going to happen on this channel. Ain't going to happen, buddy. You're not going to be able to come on here and say something I didn't say. Not going to work. All right. Hold on, you guys. Let me put this on the screen for y'all. Right. I want to put this on the screen for everybody right here. And this is the points chart. All right. This is a breakdown for you guys so y'all can see what the hell I'm talking about. Point chart. Right. Now, beyond the point chart, okay, the point chart, the federal sentencing guideline, they use a point system to determine a defendant's criminal history, which along with offense level influences the sentencing ranges, right? Now, the points are assigned based on a length and number of prior sentences, with more points for longer sentences. These points are then used to place the defendant into one of 6 criminal history categories, right? So forget the criminal history. Let's go to the offense level. Each crime has a base offense level, and specific characteristics of the crime can increase or decrease the level, right? So what do you mean, Ticket? Okay, look. So there's certain points, right, for each crime, all right? All right, let me give y'all an example, because I want everybody to understand what I'm saying. An example would be this, all right? If you are convicted of robbery, armed robbery, right? I want y'all to think about this, right? If you're convicted of armed robbery, right? Oh, no, not armed robbery. If you're convicted of robbery, right? But let's say it wasn't armed robbery. Your time might not be as harsh as it is with armed robbery because of the violence situation that's involved. For example, if you rob somebody but not at gunpoint, not at knife, whatever like that, they may not add on as many points as they would if you use a weapon, a deadly weapon or something like that, right? So when you look at it with Diddy's situation, okay, they're saying, okay, transportation of prostitution. What they're going to try to do is to say, okay, they're going to try to add the violence in there that was done with Cassie and Jane Doe because Diddy's lawyers made a mistake. They admitted to violence in open court. Just I couldn't believe they did it. They admitted to violence in open court. Now it worked to get them off the RICO and to get them off of the sex trafficking, but it put them on the hook for other things, right? These are the things y'all got to think about. It put them on the hook for civil lawsuits. It put them on the hook for state charges potentially in California where the statute of limitations have not passed because on domestic violence and on abuse, those statute of limitations are 5 years. Diddy's charges went up to 2024, and the girl said that he did something to her. He beat her in 2023 after Cassie's lawsuit. Right? So really, all the feds are going to do is go down and look at all the offenses that they can line up with Diddy under the 2 charges he was convicted under. All the feds going to try and do is add as many points as they can onto his standard range to try to get him as much time as they can underneath that sentencing. What Diddy's lawyers are going to try to do is debunk it and try to get as least time as they can get. Then you have the probation office that's going to do their recommendation. Then in comes the judge. After all the interviews have been done with Diddy and all the other parties, then the judge is going to come in, look at all the information, and the judge is going to decide how much time he gives Sean Diddy Combs. And on the 2 charges, he can go up to 10 years on each charge. And he can stack them or he can run them concurrent. It's all on the judge. The judge federal judges have so much power. It's like, bro. So in this case, he can go 0 to 20. So if the judge likes Diddy or thinks that Diddy may have, turned over a new leaf, or the judge can go on the low end with Diddy and say, okay, look, it's your first time. I'm going to low end. I'm gonna give you another chance, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you the low end. If the judge doesn't like Diddy and he hates Diddy, despises Diddy, and feels as if the jury let Diddy off and he's seen so much stuff that would show him that Diddy's an animal and got all these letters and stuff like that, the judge can say, you know what? Nah, I'm hitting you with the hammer. It's all on the discretion of the judge. Now, if the judge goes to the full max, if he does 10 years and stacks them, he's going to get a lot of criticism from some people who are pro-Diddy. A lot of people, all the people that's pro-Diddy going to go in on the judge. They're going to say, oh, this is excessive. You doing this, and this. Boom. The people who don't like Diddy, they're going to be happy. It's going to be, either way, he ain't going to satisfy somebody. Right? Right? You guys got to think about this. 10 years in a federal prison ain't easy for nobody. It changes you. It changes you. So, and the fact that the judge denied his bail and said because of the violence, he was denying his bail, the judge could have gave Diddy bail. He don't like that nigga. Let's just be honest. The judge don't like that nigga. Diddy's lawyers are literally in the courtroom. I told y'all, his lawyers in that joint crying like Keith Sweat in that joint. Didn't I tell y'all this the day that he denied bail? You could damn near visualize Diddy's lawyer hanging on to the judge's goddamn robe as he was walking out the courtroom crying. Diddy want to talk to you, man. He want to talk to you. Oh. The judge looking at me, man, you don't let go of my robe, you damn fool. Let go of my robe, man. I got to go, man. The hell is you grabbing onto my robe for, man? Bail denied, man. Do you want me to hit you with this goddamn gavel? I said bail denied. How can you do this to my client? They got his whole family. Oh, no. This is Diddy. You can't do that. Judge, I beg you. Please come back. I promise you. 2 double cheeseburgers. Two double cheeseburgers. I got 2 double. I got this paper bag. I got 2 double cheeseburgers. Please. I got 2 double. Oh. You gotta let him go, man. It's the 4th of July. Man, we had the grip. Oh. We was talking about eating steaks and scrambled. Oh. She had the Wagyu steak on the grill. We already had security. We had everything. I swear. He ain't gonna do nothing. Oh. Oh. Judge, man, sit your ass down, man. The hell is wrong with you, man? Bail denied. I'll see y'all October the 3rd, man. Goodbye. Judge walked out the court, man. I try to tell y'all this. Man. You know, cats don't want to listen though. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I mean? That nigga Diddy lawyer was in that junk going crazy. When the judge came right in that junk. Bail denied, man. Boy, them niggas, everybody in the court was like, what? Bail denied? Huh? Man, you know he don't like that nigga, man. I'm telling y'all, man, the judge don't see some shit we ain't see. The judge don't see some stuff that we didn't see. Remember, the judge seen everything. All the pretrial motions, he seen all the evidence that wasn't put in the court. The judge seen it all. We ain't seen it. It's stuff that we'll never see, that the judge got to see in this case. But some of the stuff he did not allow in that case. So you have to think, the judge is a human being too. He might say, man, all this stuff I seen, man, I'm telling y'all this. Right? So the judge might have felt like he didn't agree with the jury. You know what I mean? So if that's how he feel, and he denied his bail, I mean, everybody thought Diddy was going home. They all thought Diddy was going home, except for the judge. The judge was like, oh, hell no, he ain't going home. Sit his ass right in here. See what I'm saying? So y'all have to look at it like that and say, hold on, man. Why would this judge deny him bail just to give him a light sentence? Nah, that don't make no sense. You know what I mean? So we have to wait and see what the judge gonna do. It's all on the judge. It literally is all on the judge. He's gonna get his recommendations. It's all on him. Now this judge, I don't think he's gonna go full 20 on Diddy. I wouldn't be surprised if he go 10. Anything between 5 and 10 won't surprise me. That's why I think it'll be. You know what I'm saying? If Diddy's lawyers get lower than 5, man, them niggas is the GOAT for real. That's all I'm gonna say. If Diddy's lawyers get anything lower than 5 years, them niggas the GOAT for real. I had to give them niggas their credit. Straight up. But that means they gonna have to, man, bruh, that interview Diddy do, man, he gonna have to do the interview of his life. You understand what I'm saying? Cause I'm telling y'all this, man. You know, this is a crazy situation. And a lot of people say they don't think Diddy will change if he gets out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say that. You never know how things like this, like when you get exposed like that, you know what I'm saying? Some niggas might just say, you know what, man, I'm just going to get the hell up out of here, man. I'm going to go sit my ass down, get the hell up out of here. I'm not finna play with these people no more, because the feds have always had a history of continuing to follow those targets. So why would Diddy get out and keep doing dumb stuff? Because he know the feds gonna be following him now. They gonna be on his helmet. See what I'm saying? So again, you know, um, we had to see what happens. Big Gene Deal, I told y'all, he said that the feds are drawing up another indictment on Diddy right now. So, and I don't doubt Gene from what he said, because Big Gene called it from the beginning when he said he was the first one that said that they was gonna indict Diddy the first time, and then nobody listened to him. I believe he was over on the Art of Dialogue channel when he said it. This before the whole indictment came out. Big Gene was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, the feds they working on an indictment." Everybody thought Gene was lying. He wasn't lying. Them niggas sure did indict that dude. And when I saw it, I was like, "Damn, they did indict this dude, bro." But remember, he went on his own channel. He was like, "Yo, I'm privy to information," is what he said. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and so let me let y'all hear what he said again about that. He also told Art on Art of Dialogue he felt like that they was gonna give Diddy, you know what I'm saying, substantial time at the sentencing. I don't know how he got that information, but that's what he said. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see if he said, you know what I'm saying, pans out true or not.
For a payday. When people want to bring us charged with 2 crimes or whatever like that, but he beat the RICO and everything, he beat that. Let me just tell y'all something. You understand? And I'm gonna let you know, I save a lot of information for payday. I save a lot of information for payday. When people want to bring me on their platforms and ask me questions, I save a lot of information for payday in case they want to ask me certain things. Now, let me say this to y'all. If you think that the Southern District of New York is going to be embarrassed by Sean Combs, aka Brother Love, this, that, and the third, his son them out there dancing in the streets and all that shit like that, people doing the shit that they were doing, y'all out of y'all rabbit effing mind. When this boy get hit with this new indictment, because he gonna get hit with a new indictment. He might not never get out of jail. They writing it up as we speak. Because y'all out of y'all rabbit effing mind. When this boy get hit with this new indictment, because he gonna get hit with a new indictment. He might not never get out of jail. They writing it up as we speak. Because that's why they didn't charge him with certain things that they didn't charge him with. Now, if you think that they can't come up with new indictments and new evidence that they didn't have or they didn't proceed with or whatever like that, you're wrong. You're wrong. Let me get to this right quick.
Man, Big G was going in.
I said, I didn't believe it. I did not believe it. Then I got some more information here and there. And it still don't give a nigga a right to do what he did to that baby. I don't give a fuck what she did or how she did it or who she did it to or whatever like that. You don't do the shit that you did to that baby. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, listen here. It was all fucking wrong. She agreed with me. Now, it's something big that's gonna come down to this whole case and this whole thing. Watch and see what I tell you. You motherfuckers think it's over with the government and that nigga? The government only did this for some people in high places. They did this for some people in high places. Just see what I tell you. You motherfuckers think it's over with the government and that nigga? The government only did this for some people in high places. They did this for some people in high places because they had to get something done real soon. They had to get something done real soon. And now they about to come back with the real shit. Because if I could figure out 4 or 5 things that they could come after this kid for and do, you think motherfuckers who worked on this case and the investigators, they couldn't figure that shit out too? Do you think they couldn't figure that shit out too? The judge knows that it's another indictment coming down.
Y'all heard that?
The judge knows that it's another indictment coming down. The judge knows that it's another indictment coming down. That's partially one of the reasons he didn't let his ass go. The judge know another indictment is coming down. That's one of the reasons he didn't let his ass go. So all you motherfuckers out there celebrating, all you people out there that's talking that shit, and y'all want to go to Diddy camp. Y'all want to be involved and come against a motherfucker who have all the reasons in the world to go at him. Did you not hear Roger Bonds say, yo, Diddy wanted me hurt? He couldn't say what he really wanted to say or how he was really told, but I know how he was told way back then. Roger, you remember Stretch? He told my dude Slick. Yo, that nigga Diddy want that nigga Gene hurt. Slick let him know. He don't want to do that. It's raining out here, y'all.
Man, Big Gene, oh, man, listen, man, y'all gotta go subscribe to the Gene Deal Show, man. Big Gene be letting it go on his channel, bro. Go subscribe to the Gene Deal Show, and you guys can, man, find all of his content, his personal content over there, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, yo, this man said, yo, they want to go to Diddy camp. Oh, man, bro. Oh, man. Shout out to Natasha Caver in the Cash App donation. She said, thank you for the much info, much love and respect, fam. Shout out to Dan Simons in the Cash App donation. Salute to you. I appreciate it, dog. You said for birthday. Bro, it ain't my birthday, bro. It was a different lady's birthday we were celebrating in the chat room, y'all. I think people kind of misunderstood that. It was a lady that was in the chat room. We were celebrating her birthday. So happy birthday to her. Much love to her. You know what I'm saying? I forget her name. She said it in the comment section in the other video. Well, yeah, man. Big Gene said, man, they want to go to Diddy camp, man. Hey, man. Hey, Big Gene, you got to tell us what they do at Diddy camp, man. What they got going on over there? Hey, man, what y'all think they doing at Diddy camp, man? Y'all got to let me know that in the comment section, man. What goes on at Gene Deal said they want to go to Diddy camp, man. Y'all got to let me know what go on at Diddy camp, bro. Let me know what y'all think Gene talk about, man. But man, bro, crazy work, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Oh, I'm gonna put a link. I already told y'all this. Y'all know I'm a man to keep my word. I'm gonna put a link to this article in the comments for y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I do that. I gotta make sure I do that. Where I seen this thing? Yeah, hold on, y'all. I'll make sure I put this link to y'all in the comments. Okay, so everybody can't say that I didn't do it. All right. In the comment section right now, y'all, I'm gonna put a link at the top of the chat to this article, so y'all can go check out the article for yourselves. Hold on. And salute to everybody that showed love and supported this channel, man. Everybody that donated to the channel, I appreciate it, y'all, man. Hold on. There go the link right there. Just so y'all don't think I'm capping. You can go to Google, look it up yourself too. There go the link right there to the article. I pinned it at the top of the chat room, you guys. There it is right there. There it is right there. You can go right to Google. It's on Google too. Right there. Right? So y'all can click the link at the top of the chat and go check out the article for yourself. If you think I'm capping. And like I said, she's a reporter that leans to Diddy. Like, she's a Diddy leaning reporter. So let's just keep it 100. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Appreciate everybody that's tapped on in. Salute to all of y'all in the building. Y'all know what it is.
All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do. Stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.